Right, hi there YouTube, and thanks very much for joining me. Today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be installing a WIC or WAN interface card into a Cisco 1841 router. And it's a relatively straightforward process on this one, providing that you follow a few basic steps. And that mainly includes ensuring that the router's powered down before you attempt to actually fit these cards. Otherwise, damage may result to either the card or the router. And as these are modular cards, it's good practice to ensure that they are kept in an anti-static bag until they are needed. But nonetheless, we're going to cut to the intro and then we're going to take a look at actually installing this on a live running system. So that's coming up today.
Be strong.
Okay, so we're at our server and we have everything powered up as you see, and now it's actually time to go ahead and install our WIC card. And we first of all need to identify the router that we want, and just so it's clear and easy, we're going to go on this router here, the second one, just purely because it's in the middle of the camera frame and it's nice and easy for us to see what's going on. So first of all, what we do is we have to identify which main circuit that the router is on. Now, in case, when it comes to power switches, if there are none, that's not really a problem because there's a power switch here on the router itself. So what I want you to do is push it so that switch is in the bottom position and the router is now off. And then I want you to unplug it like so. And you're going to leave it for about 10 to 20 seconds. During this time, we can now start to remove our slot cover. Now, it's worth noting that when removing the slot covers, you're going to want to actually do that on the lowest slot number that you have if your router has more than 2 ports. So if there's more than 2 installation ports, some may have 4, in which case you're going to actually choose the lowest slot number to remove. But in our case, on the Cisco 1841, there's actually only 2 slots. So we're going to go ahead and remove that faceplate. And it actually says on there, do not install interface cards with the power applied. So it's not to worry. We're going to take a screwdriver, and in this case it's a Phillips size 2. And we're just going to simply unscrew that. And the other one. And we're going to go ahead and remove that plate. And we can keep that safe because we might need that in the near future. Now, these WIC cards come in an anti-static bag normally, and you're only supposed to handle them either by the metal frame or directly by the sides of the card. It's good practice to hold them by the lug pins here, and then very carefully we're going to seat the card onto its slot and gently push it in until it clicks. Now it's clicked, we can turn that up thumb tight like so. You can either leave it thumb tight or you can give it quarter a turn with a screwdriver as well. I just like to leave them thumb tight. And that is pretty much installed. Now what we can go ahead and do is reapply the power and then boot the router up. And then as you see, all the lights on that router just flickered on. So that router is now active and can now be configured with whatever serial cables we need according to topology that we have. So there we are, YouTube. That brings us to the end of another video. Just a short one there on how to install a WAN interface control card or a modular card on a Cisco 1841 router. Now, your routers may very well vary depending on the actual model that you have, but generally speaking, these modular cards are usually fitted roundabout in a very similar way. So hopefully you found that one useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please, as always, like, comment, share and subscribe, and get that bell on if you haven't already done so. And until then, and in the meantime, wishing you all of the very best, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.